be out there. Yes. Going on in a minute. DCU Slam, Shaka Zoom, and all that.
I love you, PJ.
Yeah.
Family, grandma, grandpa, auntie, uncle, baby mama, baby daddy, all of that. Everybody's welcome.
Right. You know, the thing about it is, you know, I just wish that, you know, more of our community would gravitate to the spoken word, and the fact that they can see young people like the, you know, the gentlemen and the ladies that are going to be on the show, to be able to see them express themselves, you know, at this young age. I think that's, you know, they can inspire other kids, you know, to be like, you know what, I can do that too.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. And that's one of the things we try to teach them. We give them all these tools to empower them to use their voices, to speak up, to speak about all of the things that you see that are going on around you, and the things that are going on in your very own life. A lot of times, a lot of these kids, they just want some kind of outlet. They're going through so many things with the kind of world that we live in right now and all the things that they're experiencing, and they don't really have an outlet for them to release all of these emotions and all of these angst and pains that they're feeling inside of them. So we give them that tool, we give them a platform, we give them a stage. So you know what? You come here, be totally uninhibited, be totally free. As we like to say in the poetry world, we say get free. You know, because that's all it's about. You get on the stage to get free, to speak your truth. To speak your truth, let your voice be heard, because there's so many people around this world who don't have a voice and who are unable to be heard. So that's what we try to empower them with, and to also input all these things of social justice that we try to fight against: sexism, classism, racism, all these kinds of things that they input into their poetry, telling their stories, but at the same time giving you an overall message, you know, of being better people, not just better artists, not just the next best rapper, the next best poet, but being better people just all around. And that's the kind of thing that we want to cultivate within DCU Slam and the youth poets that we have in our programs.
Introduce the very first poet.
All right. So who wants to be the first slam? Oh, all right. There you go. There you go, right there. So our first young poet that's coming up, Mr. Eric Powell, aka ELPJ, young 15-year-old who attends Archbishop McNamara. An amazing, he does rap. That's how he first started. He first started out with rapping, and we saw him. He's like, I don't do poetry. What is that? What is this poetry thing? So, but now he's grown into such a fantastic student, and really just finding a way to blend all of his talent together. So, without no further ado, ELPJ.
All right. Hold on, give me 1 second before you start. Don't move. Yeah. All right, relax. We got about 2 minutes. Yeah, we got about 2 minutes. Down, don't you like that? You want to be at that? Hey, look. Very shortly. 7 minutes. 202-432 WKYS. Good luck.
The tour of the Russ Bar Studio.
I got a question, Mr. Russ.
Fire away, Jared.
Do you think...
Okay. We are... Let me go right here.
Okay. Oh, is that video? Where's your tripod?
Exactly.
Because this is ridiculous.
Well, you know what? A brother got to do what
creativity at its best.
Exactly. You
Let's
don't
snap
know
for
about
it. Get it too long anyway.
Exactly.
No, nobody sneeze.
Exactly. I don't want to. All right. Go ahead. Let's go.
All right. Just spit home with like.
Yeah, you should stay. He already introduced you, so you just gotta go. Yes, sir.
And so she asked me, what you mixed with? With my dirt yellow skin color that I inherited from my mother, lamb wool hair, full lips, and dark brown stare, I say, nothing, I'm black. She tells me, stop lying, your hair is too good for that. And I'm like, I don't think hair texture should be described as good or bad. Especially not when the one classified as bad is the same exact one you happen to have. See, most people find this question to be harmless, but to be honest, I find it to be the garments that clothe self-hatred. And not because you mention the ancestors of other races, that may be the case, it's just the way you say it and ask it makes it seem like you're denying your blackness. Shaking your buttons, tapping for the masses, putting on a mask, thinking it's hiding your madness, but you soon come to realize the pigment, the shades, and the rest of you isn't one that matches. It's like Ali changing his name to Cassius. It's backwards. Since we the creator's first children, we've forgotten. Does that make us bastards? Through the practice of a whack vision of what the Christian religion is and the white supremacist system, from Catholics to Baptists, we will often cast as Satan and his minions, while whites would have picked themselves as Jesus, God, and faithful witnesses. The masses of slaves would go to masses on Sundays, where pastors told them being black was a sin, and over time this was indoctrinated into the minds of the slave children. Take a mulatto child and put him in the kitchen. Teach him that he's better because he's lighter. Now that's really lynching. What's going on in these plantations, the experimentation that includes the raping of your foremothers. So before you brag about your so-called good hair and your light skin, just know it's a slight chance the white man's genes is in yours because he molested your great-great-grands. And don't think you're safe because part of them is in you. Because you only look 100% white viewed as an NIGGER2. It's a one-drop rule. So we straighten our hair, lighten our skin, get surgery on our nose and lips, our butts we bust, just to conform with a society that will never love us for us. Taught my little sister to be proud of who she was, and that's why I pitied her when she asked me, EJ, why are white girls prettier? Try to tell her that she's beautiful and that all people are, but I'm discouraged when I see her changing the character. The blonde on Pop Tropica. The westernized standard of beauty runs rampant in the movies, media shows, commercials, videos, and all of those. I feel a need to break these old fallacies. Black people, what does it take to realize our kinky curly hair symbolizes spiral galaxies? Our different shades represent different realities. And wait, forget all that metaphysical stuff. Let me offer up some more tangible examples. What you mix with is not a question the police ask when they pull you over for being black, plan on your person crack, in prison you will shoot you in the back, and when you walk into that courtroom for something you ain't do, and you get on death row, and the white person who come in after you gets 6 months, you think they knew, or rather gave one that you was only half black. Old white lady hold her purse a little tighter when you walk by her. Why, bro? Don't she know I'm like 16th white like her? And I ain't a fan of no politicians, but after seeing how them white conservatives act, even Obama fell out on the sense that he was just black. Now, I know a lot of us come from mixed heritage, and I acknowledge that, but all I'm trying to say is never be ashamed to say that you black. Peace.
All right. That's what I'm saying, baby.
Yeah.
Very good. Trendy but easy. And look, poet after poet after poet in 4 minutes, all right? You don't want to miss this next segment. On WOL 1450 AM, where information is power.
Come in, son. Come in, please. Sir, come in, please.
Okay. Here we go. Segment number, our final segment, here it is. And we're just going to go boom, 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 boom. Everyone's going to step up. Okay, piece by piece. All right? It's WOL. It's WOL 1450 AM, where information is power. Trendy with Easy crew, Paige is here with the poets, and introduce our next poet.
Indeed, indeed. So our next poet is Aisha Gardner, going to come up here representing for the ladies. She attends Wilson High. They actually are the team that won one of our other events that we do, Louder Than a Bomb DMV. So Louder Than a Bomb is an event that started in Chicago about 10 years ago, where they take a bunch of different high schools, poets from different high schools to come and compete and see which school has, you know, has the best cutout poets. So we decided to bring that over to DC. So we have Louder Than a Bomb DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia, where schools from all around the area compete. And her being the captain of her school, and she won. They won the whole thing last year when we had it. So she's gonna come up here and rock out for y'all without no further ado, Miss Aisha Gardner.
All right.